Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to Saving Money with Mira, and I'm about to show you my struggle garden. So, before I even get into that, let me just say I'm a first time gardener. Two, I'm a first time gardener. And last but not least, sweetheart, I'm a first time gardener. So, a lot of things that you're about to see are the struggles of a first time gardener. I come from a long line of gardeners, but it just kicked in. And what's very weird is that, like, right before I lost my job, I got this really strong urge to garden. It just literally hit me out of nowhere. I don't really know where it came from. I just got this intense pressure to, like, you need to start growing your own food. And it was just like that. I just started buying stuff. And I just told my daddy, I was like, can you help me come set this stuff up? And he bought the soil. So one of the raised beds you're going to see is a lot of organic material at the bottom. We put the cardboard. We put a lot of Amazon boxes that, will turn into compost over time. One raised bed has that and the other one has nothing but soil. And you'll kind of see the difference in how things grow. And I'm also in Mississippi in zone 8B. I think it's 8B. And we have very long growing seasons. So, and it also gets really, really hot. So you'll see why my leafy greens were just like, girls, try it again, okay? And so I think I'm going to start all of my leafy greens in the hydroponic system if I can get it. I'm still trying to determine which way I want to go, but it looks like I'm going to be doing the plastic totes or those big totes. And it looks like it's about to rain, so I need to be very, very quick with this. So, guys, I'm a first-time gardener. I know I keep saying this, but I don't need y'all coming in my comments judging me because I'm just really trying to grow my own food. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, y'all, so this is my first raised bed, and it looks a little thick, which makes me really happy. But, y'all, I planted these. All of these plants were not started. I was terrified of starting my own plants from seed. But now I know I should have done that. Ooh, the mosquitoes, Jesus, they're everywhere. Now that I know, I probably should have done that. And I probably would do that going forward, like starting my own seeds. Because it's just, I don't know. I just want to do that from now on. So these are my three almost. These are two different plants, y'all, and they would not grow. This is the tallest that they've gotten the whole growing season, and I probably planted this like the end of April, I think the first week of May. It's raining already, which is good because that means I didn't have to come out here and water them. But y'all, I'm just gonna let them just put on fruit, and we just gonna take them and say thank you for the harvest because they won't grow. They will not grow. They're indeterminate cherry tomatoes, husky cherry red tomatoes, and they just won't grow. I don't know what it is. This is the tallest this one has gotten. They've had a lot of blight, and so I try to pick the leaves from the bottom that has a blight. If you can see, I try to take those off, but they just, and it looks like this one is starting to get some like flowers that might come out of this, but they just like, I don't know. This is my basil that is just, I need to take some off. I've been considering pulling these off and trying to make my own pesto, but I've never liked the way that pesto tastes, so I'm gonna have to try. And they're starting to go to flower, so I might pull these tops off, and so I can still produce. But when I say this basil has been one of the things in this bed that has just thrived, if not anything out of this bed, I've gotten basil. So I think I might try like my own pesto, even though I don't really, the kinds that have been in the store, I've never really liked the way that they taste. So maybe I might like my own. At this point, I'm willing to try. So if you can look in the middle, y'all see my marigolds have grown. These were grown from seed. And if you can see, they're not starting to bloom yet, but they're just like taking off. And I'm proud. I'm just, is it growing? Did I put it in here? Is it coming out? Okay, I'll take that. And I planted those in to try to keep pests away. I heard that it's good with keeping pests away, but baby, they're the pests are pesting. So I kind of used the marigolds as like companion plant, or they've been falling because we've been having some really bad storms lately. Yeah, y'all, this my little marigolds. I didn't know they was all gonna take off, but they're doing their thing. And so I had a basil, like a 3-thing basil that just died. And so I just might let it go to seed if I can get anything out. It looks like it might be coming back though. So I'm just gonna, you know, let it do what it do, girl. It's your world. And so this is one of my pepper plants, y'all. This is the Bonnie Bell green bell pepper. This plant has just said, I'm just grateful. I got this little thing on there, and I've been trying to keep the boys from picking it off, because if they see anything hanging, they're gonna pick it. And so this is what I got. I'm gonna let it grow. It's kind of leaning a little bit. I might need to find something to hold it up, but I'm just grateful for you. I see you, girl. We've been through it, and I'm glad you're here. All right. So this is another bell pepper plant. We're starting to put out a little bit more fruit. I struggled with it's not getting any taller, and when it would go to flower, I would pick it off, just like, no, I want it to get a little bit bigger. But at this point, sis, whatever you're gonna give me, then that's fine. Yeah, that's fine. We'll take it. And so there, if you can see there's a let me come over here. What do we have here? Okay, so we've got a little one trying to come through. And so I have red and yellow tomatoes. Not tomatoes, but bell peppers. So I can't. I think this is the red, and that is the yellow. So y'all, we got a little bit of pepper action going on, and I'm gonna let them grow and continue to do their thing. I don't know what that is, y'all. I don't have a clue. And so if you look very, very closely, some of them look like they haven't made it. If you see some green strings coming up, and this is my other pepper plant that I'm just kind of letting, what is this? I have very large trees all around my bed, so it's giving me a little something. A little something, you know. Ooh, these mosquitoes, y'all. Whew. So if you look very, very closely, those strings are onions. I planted some onions. If you look closely, some of them did not make it. Some of them are kind of like peeking up. I don't know if you can see any on this side. They might not have made it, but I see some on this side. So I've caught myself planting some onions in between. God, I would do anything to get rid of these mosquitoes. So y'all, this is my little pepper basil tomato bed. And like I said, this bed was filled with some organic material at the bottom, as far as cardboard, and we put some soil on the top. So it's not completely full to the top with soil. I did get this raised bed from Amazon, and no complaints. 10 out of 10, okay? 10 out of 10. So y'all, these are my little potted plants, okay? And this is my banana tree. My mom has a planet size banana tree in her backyard, and so we literally just took a piece off, and she gave it to me. And when I first kind of brought it home, it was dead. I thought it would not come back, and it has come all the way back. So I'm super proud about this, girl. You're gonna be okay. All right, this is another pot that I have. I had lavender in there, but it just did not do well at all. I don't even think it germinated. I had lavender seeds or something. It didn't do well at all. This is my little stacked. If you can see right there, that is a collard plant that I pulled out of this other raised bed just to see what it was gonna do. I did not even think that the roots would stay, but it did. So I'm gonna put some more dirt. I see you, dirty bastard. Look at you. So yeah, this is another marigold that's starting to put on a little bit more flower. I don't remember if I planted this from buying something. What is this growing? I don't even know what that is. So yes, I have put a little collard plant. I might end up moving it if it gets a little bit bigger and put it in one of my bigger container bags that I have. But I think that's all that I have. I didn't put anything else in here because I wanted the marigolds to kind of be the thing. I don't even know what I was thinking. So y'all, let me show you my pride and joy. This is my sweet potato plant. I actually started this from a sweet potato that I got at the store that grew some, what it is, with the slits, whatever it is called. The mosquitoes are so bad, y'all. I hate being out here. That grew some slits, and I put it in some soil. So what I'm gonna do, because I don't have a lot of soil right now, and I'm trying to wait on some soil to go on clearance. If y'all know where the clearance is, let your girl know, okay? I'm gonna do what's called the healing method. So healing method. So whenever, I see the leaves kind of coming up through the dirt, I just put a little bit more dirt on it, cover it all the way up, and then let it just grow through the dirt and just keep adding dirt. And I'm just gonna try that method with this one. So I need to kind of come in and add a tincture more dirt to it, not a whole lot. And it's been raining, so it's been doing so well, and I'm so proud of myself because I like sweet potatoes, and I know a lot of my people do. So can't wait to harvest those. Hopefully in the beginning of the fall or before the first frost. It's gonna take them a while to grow. Y'all, I say I had to put on some mosquito repellent because they are bad. I don't know if you can see them, but they just like, oh, they everywhere. Okay, I'll make this quick. This is my struggle bed. I have not gotten anything to grow in here. This side, if you can see, like I planted a row of marigolds to kind of separate the leafy greens that I grew in here. So this, I planted a slew of lettuce seeds, and none of them grew. There's a little remnant of what's left, but none of them actually grew. I believe it was just, get out of there. That's all that's left. That is all that's left. Like it was either too hot or they just didn't have the right environment, but they were just like, no ma'am, what are you thinking? And so instead of like spacing these out, I planted a bunch of collard green seeds, and I gone back in and kind of pulled some out. I have a few that are trying. It's just too doggone hot. I have a few that are trying to like come up from when I've weaned out some, but this bed is kind of like done. Hopefully I might get some to grow. I actually have more collard green seeds, and I have some seeds that I'm going to show you that I'm going to start in the fall, and I'm actually thinking about doing those hydroponic, or trying to, what is this one looks the best. These two right here, Thelma and Louise, they holding on. So I might just, if I can get these two to kind of just grow and give me some greens, because I'm a Mississippi green girl. I love greens every which way. So hopefully I can get them to grow, y'all. Fingers crossed. I know it looks terrible, but I really want me some greens. And I've got several seeds for me to get some. If not in the summer, I know Greens are not a summer plant, especially like in my zone, especially because of how hot it gets. And I think that was my mistake. Like, these are definitely cold weather crops, but I just wanted to. I've seen people like grow collard greens in the summer. They probably not in my zone, but I just had to try because I'm a green girl and I like greens. Okay, so this was spinach. I planted spinach all on this side of this raised bed. This is kind of like a smaller size, and I didn't want to get anything big and become overwhelmed because this was my first time. And so, y'all, at least I had little remnants of the lettuce. I don't got nothing. There's no remnants of nothing. So this is where I'm going to plant all of my carrots in the ground. I'm going to use like this area because I actually like carrots. And so I have some plants that are going to go when I start my fall garden, or I start my seeds for the fall. I'm going to go in and plant these kind of in here. Maybe on this other side as well, which wouldn't be bad. Since I have so many seeds, and I'm gonna try to use all of my leafy greens indoors, and I have to struggle with this outdoor. So y'all, that's my little garden, y'all. That's my little garden. So let me know in the comment section if you have any pointers, tips. Please don't judge me. Please no negativity, honey, because I'm really just out here trying to grow my own food. That's a leaf. I'm like, what is that? I have a big magnolia tree in my backyard. I know y'all thinking she got all that backyard. Why? She got this little area. I just need to learn how to do this first before I expand. So we can expand later. I just need to get this under control. So thank you guys so much for watching. This is my little little urban, you feel me? My little urban garden, because we in the city. This is my little urban garden. So stay tuned for the next part, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to get started for my fall garden, as well as my Temu haul with all my garden supplies for the fall. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see y'all in my next video. Bye.